the kickoff.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Throwing again is Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
He'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rock. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From way up at the 23. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Gain of 9.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
To Jack Doyle.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing, Rivers. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jack Doyle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Watson. And that's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
35-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Push him back. Push him back.
Faking the give. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Walker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
You can't block me. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run.
Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike, 53.
Throwing again. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gary and Conway.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Conley on the tackle.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A man coming up back back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
55. Let's go, dude. Big series right here.
From the 38, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And a Colts first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
3-yard line.
390, 180.
From the gun, Rivers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to
Jack Doyle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Rosas lining up for the
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
14.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pick up of 6. Brings up second.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. 390.
Now Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
180, 380.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again here, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Rivers again. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
to 180. 180. 55. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check right.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll throw again. Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Takes it at the 7. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs.
At their own 40.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They toss it out right to Johnson. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
There he goes, right side.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete.
Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Colts 24, Texans 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Circle
around twice for the encore. You know.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. 20.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Good. Makes the score Colts 31, Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15.
For a Texans.
A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Roses to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 38, Texans 15. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here comes Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers here to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Touchdown, Texans.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Colts, 38.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
For Houston.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run it.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And his throw is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
190. Watch the run.
1st and 10, Taylor now. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And a Colts 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Rivers. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score.
Touchdown.
Jack Doyle. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
46.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.